Content contained herein provided entertainment, commentary, by using all risk taken claimed liability.
Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This video is gonna be a banger. I promised I would make this video for a few days now. So here it is. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video. A bit more drawn out, a little bit less editing. Because I'm just gonna drop value for you. First of all, I'm not selling info. And I don't have plans to sell info. I just wish this video existed like 3 years ago. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So you won't get rich. So step 1. Remove all the slop from your life. If you can't think clearly, you can't act clearly. And if you ever watched these type of videos before, you probably heard this advice mentioned a million times already. But I'm gonna be honest, I ignored that advice when I started out, about 3 years ago. And I didn't progress any further until I dropped everything I was doing and started focusing on the mindset, on not consuming slop, on getting a clear head. So if you're serious about this, do step 1, otherwise you can't progress. If you start at step 2, you're not gonna progress. I'm not here to comfort you, I'm not saying it's easy to. So just lock in. Remove all the social media, deactivate your accounts and remove the apps from your phone. I never had any problems with YouTube. But if you're like consuming YouTube videos all day, then maybe delete YouTube too. I know it will cost me a subscriber or a viewer, but I want to see you guys succeed. That step alone will probably cost you a month, because you will see you will relapse like a junkie. But that will also make you start seeing that I'm not talking any bullshit right now. I could have made a whole video, yo, I deleted social media, I feel way better now. Hey, fuck all that. This is only step 1, guys. Not even, it's just a preparation. And it is not just social media. If you listen to the radio, stop listening to the radio. Try to block out any external influence or manipulation. Because a lot of people have a vested interest in you not being rich. It is way easier to sell to a desperate person. For me personally, this included blocking out all demonic music. All music about killing people, all music about being in the hood, being in the trap. And that includes the music I made myself. Because what I've noticed is that if you listen to people that think a certain way, you start thinking the same way. This also includes corn, or spicy content, or however you want to call it. Do not watch it. I'm telling you guys, every time you watch it, you de-rank mentally. This step will genuinely be the hardest step. And if you're done with all that, you're probably sitting at home, bored as fuck, because you got nothing to do. And that's where we get into step 2. Step 2 is doing the opposite. First we removed all the negative brainwashing holding us down. And now we're gonna use that same process, but for good. So start checking everything you're consuming. Is this benefiting me, or is this keeping me down? And if it's benefiting you, there's no reason to not consume it. For example, I have some YouTubers I like watching, and after every video I feel a little bit more inspired, feel a little bit more motivated to do something. And that is only a positive thing. Start listening to people that talk about how they do their business, how they run their shit. But not the people with high edited videos, with jump cuts every few seconds. Watch the people that don't edit their videos and just talk into the camera for 5 minutes. Because that is genuinely where you'll get the best information. Because who's gonna give you the sauce, bro, for free? Really? Bro, then you're the method. I give the shit for free. But not if I had to edit for about 8 hours afterwards. Like, I'm not putting in that much effort, man. I think step 2 is pretty self-explanatory, but there are a few things you have to watch out for. Those are the fake gurus, the people that have those high quality videos. And they always have a link in the description to join some Discord. Sign up for whatever program. They're just there to sell you something. You are watching an advertisement. Speaking of advertisements, something I didn't mention in the last step is try to block out all advertisements. Get an ad blocker on YouTube. Get an ad blocker on your browser. Get an ad blocker on your phone. There are ways to get YouTube without ads on your phone, on your computer, everywhere basically. Install all that. Don't watch any ads. Because that shit is changing your mind from the inside out. Every time I see an ad now, I go like, wow. Do people really get exposed to this much bullshit all day? Once you're off the constant stream of dopamine, you'll start seeing things differently. But I'm getting off topic. Step 2.5. Find something you want to do for the rest of your life. Because I told you guys, getting rich, it is easy if you try to do some cheat code like scamming or whatever. But if you try to follow the rules, it is very hard. Doing some illegal shit is only gonna keep you down mentally. And I speak from experience on that. So find something real to do. Some examples can be things like e-commerce where you sell to customers. Doesn't have to be drop shipping or whatever. E-commerce is a very wide field. Or if you're a little bit more technical, maybe you can try to do some programming related stuff. And if you're stressed about AI, watch my latest video. Pick something you like doing, but also something that people actually have a demand for. How do you find out if something is in demand? Most of the time, you just come across it yourself. This could be a problem you're having and you think, hey, I wish somebody made a solution. If the solution doesn't exist, there's your answer. And I don't want to sound like I'm explaining to some 5-year-old, but that's kind of the way you have to think about it. It is very basic. Most of the time, if you ask somebody how did you get rich, they can explain it in 2 sentences. Here's the problem, here's the solution. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is overthinking it too much. For example, in e-commerce, you got these people, they are really wondering, hey, is my product not selling because the button on the website is not the right shade of green? Or is your product just not in demand? For example, any question I got about this YouTube channel for myself, I can answer very easily. I just remind myself of the exchange over here. You are exchanging your time for information and entertainment for me. It just comes down to learning to spot opportunities. Just spot the opportunities and provide value there. To circle it back to this channel. I made this channel because I saw there's a demand for these type of videos. How did I see there was a demand? Because I was scrolling on YouTube and I was thinking, hey, all these videos are fucking shit. I need some real content over here. But to help you guys out even more, you got 2 options. Actually 3 options. But the third one is kind of locked behind the first 2 options. You got products, services and info. For products, think about an iPhone for example. Or it can be something like this YouTube video. Services is something like you make a website for someone. Or you wash someone's car. And with info, you're selling information. But people only want to pay for information once you have credibility. And I know it may take a long time, but once you've got an idea of what you want to do, you start thinking, what do I want to sell? What service do I want to sell? What product do I want to sell? What info do I want to sell? You gotta also mentally prepare yourselves, because this is gonna take a very long time. Just tell yourself, I'm gonna do this till the day I die. That way you will avoid all the feelings you're gonna have of being behind. Because once you start consuming some content from people with a high frequency, you are gonna feel behind. But this is expected, so don't stress about it. Alright, so now you got a plan. You know what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. You know what you're gonna focus on. Now the only obstacle in your way is gonna be consistency. And that is gonna be the main thing you're gonna worry about in that stage. But if you've been following every step and you actually completed step 1 and 2, this is not gonna be as hard. And I'm really trying to stress that, guys. Don't skip step 1. Don't skip all the mindset shit. You can't learn stuff quickly. Learning shit takes time and making money is a skill. Just like every other skill. You can't just watch a YouTube video on how to play the piano and expect to play the piano perfectly half an hour later. People really need to stop with this performative productivity. Because I know people and they literally watch 50 videos on how to be productive. At that point you should start wondering, do I really want to be productive or do I just want to feel productive? Do I just want to trick my brain into thinking I'm not wasting my time over here? I've said a lot this video, but to summarize the main takeaway, don't skip that mindset shit. If you're ever wondering why am I not rich, you have 100% skipped step 1. And you guys can tell me, no, my situation is different. I have so many different things. My life is so bad, guys. But you are just making up excuses for yourself because nobody gives a fuck about that. You really think if you cry hard enough, someone will just give you $1 million? Like, that is not how the world works. I said it in my last video, it's like a game. It's like the Fortnite or the Rust Island. If you drop on the Fortnite island and you see some noob running around, you're gonna eliminate him, let's be honest. You're gonna teach him a lesson. Life is a battlefield, guys, don't forget that. And if you still think you can't be successful, that only proves my point. Just fix your mindset. But I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you got any questions, can be anything, let me know down below in the comments. I'll probably make a video about it. Like the video, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in another one. Have a blessed day.